When you're just saying the only one, the only one, two, the only one, the only one, two, you can almost get confused. But I'll say that again. The only one.
My people, welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time seeing my face, then salutations. My name is Priscilla, aka Prissy, aka Sissy, aka Ila, aka Silla, aka Miss Prissy baby. And I make videos to help you smell good, look good, and feel good. So if that's something you're interested in, then please consider subscribing, like this video, and let's get right into the video of today. Okay guys, so in today's video I will be talking about two fragrances from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, versus Dolce & Gabbana, love. So in today's video I will be talking about and comparing two fragrances from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, versus Dolce & Gabbana, the only one too. Now these are two fragrances that were released not very far off from each other. The only one was released in 2018, whilst the only one too was released in 2019, I think. Now these two fragrances, I thought, you know what, it was difficult for me to decide which one to get, so I went ahead and bought both. But the purpose of this video is to compare both of them, talk about them, and help you to make your decision on which one to get, so that you don't have to get both, because they do have kind of similar notes, they could do kind of smell similar. But the purpose of this video is just to really help you make a decision. And if you want to be like me and go ahead and buy both, by all means, go ahead, do you, boo. Do what makes you happy. So if you're interested to hear about both fragrances, without further ado, let's get right into the video. I'll be starting off with the packaging of both fragrances. The only one too comes in a red box. You can see that on the front there, it just has a 2 in like a cursive form. The only one, I bought it in the gift box. So it came in this black box with flowers around it. It came with a 50 ml perfume, and then with like a 2 ml, I think, little bottle that I could just throw in my bag. Now both fragrances are amber vanilla fragrances. I will start off with the only one because that was the first one to come out, and as you can see, it comes in a transparent bottle with a really brown golden sort of sugary looking juice, with that black cap over there, and I really do like that. The packaging is very simple, very simple, nothing too pizzazz going on. I'll read the notes in this fragrance out for you first of all before I talk about it. The top note has got violet, orange, bergamot. In the middle note it's got coffee, pear, iris, orange blossom, rose, and in the base notes it's got caramel, vanilla, and patchouli. Now this fragrance to my nose smells very sweet, so I have been wearing both of them to test them and to see what I think. I'm just going to I'm just using a card from one of my clothes. I think this smells really good. To my nose, this smells very caramel, like sweet amber vanilla. Although it says there's a coffee note in this fragrance, I don't know if it's because it's in the middle notes, so it's, you know, it's a bit hidden. I can't smell the coffee in this fragrance, guys. I'm not a big coffee drinker, so maybe it's my nose, maybe, you know, but I do like to think I know what coffee smells like, because I've got Intense Cafe, which straight up smells like coffee. To me, the only one is a caramel sweet fragrance. Like the caramel note in this fragrance is very pronounced. The violet note I can't really smell as well. It's not a very powdery fragrance, because anytime, you know, I see violet or iris, I'm always like, oh, it might be powdery. This is not powdery at all. This is very sweet. The caramel note in this fragrance is quite strong. I can smell the pear as well. It doesn't really smell citrusy to me because it's got those top notes of, you know, mandarin orange, and it's got bergamot in the top notes. But weirdly, I don't smell that either. Maybe a little bit, but I just think that the top notes and the middle notes in this fragrance just wears off really quick, and then immediately goes into those base notes and you begin to smell the caramel. If you do like your amber vanilla fragrances, you will like this fragrance. It did last on my skin for about 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours. I haven't tried to wear it on clothes, but it might last longer on clothes, and I think that this is more of a, you know, a winter autumn fragrance, you know, or a very cold summer evening, because it is very sweet. It smells more like a gourmand to me. Now let's move on to the Only One 2. The Only One 2, I don't know if I talked about the bottle, but that comes in like a red bottle, very similar to the Only One. I will bring both of them actually. So you can see that this is a red bottle, and then just on there it says the Only One. I think again the packaging is very simple, nothing much going on, and yeah, nothing much to say about the packaging. Now let's do a wear test. I will spray it on the box actually. I did wear this one as well just to experiment and, you know, see what I think. Okay, now with this one I do smell, oh, I'll read the notes. I forgot to read the notes before I tell you exactly what I think about this one. Now the notes in this fragrance are blackberry, red berry, pear, freesia in the top notes. It's got middle notes of red rose, coffee, violet, and in the base notes it's got tonka bean, patchouli, ambergris, and amberwood. Now the top notes of blackberry I can definitely smell in this fragrance. So I can smell the blackberries, I can smell the red berries. This is very fruity. I can smell the violet a bit more in this one. This is a bit more, you know, it's not powdery, but you can tell that there's a bit of violet in this one. But the main thing I smell immediately I spray this fragrance is those blackberry notes. In fact, when I sprayed it at first, I had not really checked well, I checked the notes, but in all honesty I had forgotten. But as soon as this arrived and I sprayed it, I was like, this smells like Ribena. Honestly, if you love Ribena, you're a Ribena drinker, that's the first thing you're going to smell. It just reminded me of a black, you know, currant drink like Ribena. So it's a bit different from the Only One in that sense, in that the first thing that you smell are those fruity notes in the top notes, and then as it begins to dry down, it then dries down into, you know, those chewy tonka bean notes in the base notes. You know, you begin to smell, you know, the other things, but you definitely pick up on those top notes in this fragrance. Now comparing both of these fragrances, I do like both. However, because I have other fragrances that have got fruity notes in them, for me, I do actually prefer the Only One to the Only One 2. Now hold on, if you like fruity fragrances and you want something fruity but at the same time you want that the Only One DNA in it, then the Only One 2 is the one that you will most likely prefer, because it's got that blackberry note. It's very fruity, you know, you smell that Ribena note, and then it dries down to smell very similar to the Only One. However, if you're more into sweet notes, you're into more vanilla notes, you're into more caramel notes, you want something that is a bit more gourmand in that sense, then the Only One is better. The Only One 2 I think is nicer. I think the Only One 2 is one I would wear more during the summer spring months because of those fruity notes, makes it a bit fresh. The Only One, what have I just said? Pardon me guys.
Well, you're just saying the Only One 2, the Only One 2, you can
almost get confused, but I'll say that again. The Only One 2 is a more spring summer scent because of those fruity notes. It makes it a bit fresh, it makes it a bit lighter, it makes it a bit sweeter. The Only One I will wear more during the winter and autumn months because it just smells very cozy, it smells very warm, you know, it's sweet in a warm way. So I will wear this more during the winter autumn months. So yeah, that's it for these two fragrances. I got the Only One in a 50 ml and I got the Only One 2 in the 30 ml, so that already kind of tells you which one I prefer. But yeah, there you go. If you have any questions regarding these two fragrances, go ahead and comment it down in the comment section. Let me know. I will be happy to answer your questions. But I hope I've sort of covered all the things you might want to know about these two fragrances in this video. If you've tried any of these two fragrances, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Which do you prefer? Which do you like? Which did you get first? Yeah. And if you're actually also trying to decide which one to get first, if you're almost at the winter months where you live, or the cooler months, obviously get the Only One. If you're closer to the summer months or spring months, get the Only One too, because that's the one you would wear immediately. Go ahead and do all of that good stuff. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Please like, please share, please subscribe, I also wanted to take 2.5 seconds to say a massive thank you to all my new subscribers. I see you, I love you, I appreciate you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And until I see you again in my next video, I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, hi, and bye.